So then we learn about the comparison of the directed numbers, right? Now you know that you know how to draw the number line, then how to compare the directed numbers, right? The positive numbers and the negative numbers, and we do have a criteria, right? So then when you look at the number line, that you can see that what is the bigger one and what is the smaller one, and we have a criteria and we discuss about that also. So then now we can move to the question. Before that, wait. Okay, Netum, you have a doubt. Shall I share your doubt with your friends? Now, the problem he's having, to compare things, there should be a criteria. So then whether this is good, and could you please explain this to my mom, right, Netum? So then I can understand your concern, Puta. So it's like this, that most of the parents and the teachers, the whole society, that we do have that such a problem, right? That always that the people, they compare each other, and that is how they measure the success, or that they measure the betterment of a child or any individual party. So that is that all around us. So I can understand that it is a very pathetic situation, children. Why I am telling like that? Because that nowadays that most of the kids, especially that like you, that you are penalized with this, because the parents, teachers, and the whole society, they may tell that we provide everything, that those days we didn't have all these facilities, but nowadays you have everything, but why you can't perform? And why you can't perform in the sense that at the end of that sentence that you have a nice, that the few words, that why you can't perform like the neighbor, or else like your cousin brother, cousin sister, right? Like your friend. So that's the comparison we do have in our day-to-day life. Children, that I would like to share it, that is my idea and my personal view on this, that the comparison, or else that if we talk about the criticism, right? So all these things are good for me, right? This is my personal view, and try to understand what I meant. So then the comparison, yes, it's in my life, and I do in my day-to-day life also. With whom I'm going to compare, that I'm comparing with the person who was yesterday. So that's me, that what I did yesterday and what I'm doing today and what I will be doing tomorrow. So then you don't that consider that yesterday is not that yesterday, right? So today it is that 30th of January, right? So then not that today, I'm talking about that the present moment, what I'm doing, and in the past what I did, and in the future what I be doing. That comparison always with me, right? Always I compare that what I did, that in my personal life or in my career. So then how I perform, right? How I understood things, and what's my maturity, and how I accepted certain things in my life, and how I'm doing it now, and in the future what I'm doing. So that comparison should be there, right? So you also can do like this. Let's say that you get the marks for the maths paper, and you had 62, and your friend, she has got 92, let's say. That when you see that, definitely you feel sad, right? So that's obvious. We'll see that, we'll keep it, that I'll explain you that that is also not that, yes, it's natural, but it is not something accepted, right? I'll come to that topic later. But you just imagine how many marks you got for your the last monthly test. Let's say it is 40. Now this time you have scored 62. That aren't you be happy? That can't you be happy about your marks, because that you have improved? But still your mind says, look at your friend's mark, that she has got 92, you have got 62. So then you go to your parents and explain that. Definitely they will ask, what's your friend's mark? That's they don't ask that, Puta, that how many marks you got for the last monthly test or the semester exam. They don't ask that question. Definitely they will ask that how many marks your friend got. That's the problem they are having. So then you want to change this, at least that from your mindset that you can change this. So then you just imagine that you have improved, how you committed, how you did all these things throughout these 2 to 3 months, that to get this mark, that from 40 to 62, what you did. So that's the comparison. If you really want to compare you with someone else, yes, there is a way how it is that you can do that. You just imagine the same classroom, same teacher, same concepts, right? She has got 92 and I have got 62. So why is that? What she has done and what I have not done. Whether I have done my homework like her, right? Whether I have revised my things, whether I have maintained my notebook well. Then how about my behavior? So the habits, right? So whether I have that I'm addicted to the videos or the phone or any other the device. So then how she behaves at home, how she communicates with her parents, and how she communicates with the teachers, that you just think and see what you have not done to achieve that target. That comparison is good, right? Then you don't want that. Yes, you're comparing your performance with someone else and you see that to that person, they have achieved their target, but I have not. So then what I have missed in my life? And also, children, you want to understand this very well, because that, let's say your friend is good at maths and you're not good at maths, but I'm not telling that. Teacher is telling that I'm not good at maths, therefore I can give up this. No, that's not the way. So especially when it comes to the mathematics children, that how you perform and how you grab the theoretical concepts will be very helpful for your other subjects, such as the physics, computer science, business studies and accounting. That knowledge and the calculation ability and the thinking ability, analytical that capacity, all these things will be helpful for your other subjects. So therefore that somehow you want to try, that somehow you want to perform well. But I'm telling that everyone, they do have their own stage, right? So I can remember that when I was a schoolgirl, that we had so many things, that we had the aesthetic subjects and the sports and all these extracurricular things and the academic related thing. So then even though I wanted to do everything, that I realized with the time that for which subject or for which activity I am good at, right? Simply I am telling, identify your stage. Otherwise that you are doing that, you are trying and it's not your stage, and you can't perform well, right? So then that is that very important, that I want to discuss this with your parents also, children. Then when I'm getting having a parents meeting, I will discuss this part. So then you want to understand your stage, right? Then you can. It doesn't mean that you can't enter into that someone else stage. Yes, you can, and you can enjoy that, you can perform it, but you can't see or you can't experience the best. So then if it is not your stage, right? So then if it is your stage, yes, you can perform well and that is your best. So what are the things we discuss apart from that? We started from directed numbers and we wanted to compare the directed numbers. But I wanted to share this because thank you, Netum, that you brought this question to the class. And when it comes to the parents meeting also, I will discuss this. But we want to think these things. Really happy that you can have this kind of things, that the concerns you have in your mind. So during the class, even that after the class also, you can bring all these things. So then I can support you, that I can help you to think in a different way, because the attitude matters a lot, children, right? So then it matters a lot wherever you are. Either you are the school girl or a boy, that one day that you are working, so that you are a professional, that you are doing that related to in any career, whatever it is, that attitude matters a lot. So I can help you to change that attitude, that mold your attitudes, and that whatever the things, that groom yourself, that you can do it with our support. So whatever the concerns you can have, you can bring like this, right? So what we discuss. So then the first thing you want to understand, If you want to compare, yes, you can do that. That's a good thing, good habit and good practice. So you want to think that what you did yesterday and what you are doing today and what you will be doing future. So that should be the first thing you should do. That it's kind of that every day night before you go to the bed, you can think that what are the mistakes today I did? What are the good things I did? What are the new things I learned? And what are the things I missed? Whether I hurt someone else, that whether I could be able to help someone. So that you can think, you can recall and think. So that is a good practice which help you to do better in your life. Then the second thing, if you really want to compare your life with someone else, yes, you can do that. You are allowed to do that, but condition. What's that condition? That if she or he is performing like that, so then having the same environment, the same condition, the same scenario, that both of us are in the same scenario, but she is performing well, but I don't get that. Why? That what are the things I have missed and what are the things she is doing which I have missed? So you can have a chat with her that how you are studying and what are the things you are doing, right? So you can have a friendly chat, open chat, and you can learn a lot, right? So that comparison is okay, that without having any hard feeling, any jealousy feeling or bad feeling, then honestly, so you can discuss with her or him. And the third thing you want to understand your stage, right? That is very, very important, children. So with the help of your parents, teachers, and the elders, elder brothers and sisters, your relatives sometimes, you can identify that sometimes at this stage you can't do it your own, right? So you have to get the support from others. It's very important to identify your stage, right? So then after identifying your stage, you know what are your strengths, you know what are the opportunities you have. That meantime, you can evaluate with the help of the elders and parents, that what are the threats and the weaknesses you have. So then how we are going to overcome all these, that the weaknesses and threats, using our strengths and the opportunities, and you perform on your stage well, right? Okay, so then we'll move to the exercise. So then hope you got the message. Today we wanted to discuss, right? So children, that we want to do, exercise 17B. I don't show you the question because I have marked the answers. Exercise 17B, you want to do question 1 to 10, and you want to use this unequal symbol, greater than or less than, and quickly do that. You have 10 questions, then we will discuss the answers to check whether you have understood the concept well. Hurry up, children, that I'll give you, let's say 5 minutes. Is it enough? Okay, so right, start, then we will check that. Once you are done, please raise your hand.